Wow. Canada beats Germany to open up the 2021 World Juniors with a 16-2 victory. Now, to clarify, a lot of things happened not on the ice that resulted in this result. This Canada team is not the greatest team Canada has ever iced at World Juniors, probably not by a long shot. This team is not going to beat a Germany team on any given day, 16-2 Canada team. This Germany team isn't a so bad they're going to lose to Canada 16-2 on any given day German team. This was just a accumulation of a lot of things, accumulation of the Germans having COVID issues, resulting in them having a short bench and only having 14 skaters. A German team with a short bench playing their second game in 2 days. A German team with a short bench playing their second game in 2 days against the two best teams in the group. This is a very, very good German team that's been sent to the World Juniors. Tim Stutzel is a real deal. John Peterka is pretty solid. This is a German team that has some players on it, but they have 9 guys out with COVID, meaning they have a short bench. They had 3 forward lines and 5 defenders, and then their top goalie also out going into back-to-back games against Finland and Canada. And they actually played very well against Finland. They only lost 5-3 to Finland, which for a short bench is absolutely fantastic. This is a very good German team, but they just got tired in Canada. A lot of these players playing their first competitive hockey game since March. They went out wanting to play a game. They went out against a tired team, completely rested, wanting to play a real game, and they crushed these Germans. It's one of those nights where everyone basically has a good performance in the grand stage of the game. It's hard to single any single people out for being good and hard to single any single players out for being bad. So basically, here's the quick, super fast rundown of what exactly this game was. Open the scoring 2 minutes in, Caden Gooley comes in off of defense, left side, shoots it short side, it goes in, starts with the game 2 minutes in, early 1-0 goal for Canada. A few minutes later, Canada short-handed, puck goes behind the German net. The German goalkeeper, Arno Tiefensee, looks really rough the whole time, goes back behind the net to try and grab the puck. He trips, has to grab onto the boards to support himself, gets the puck on his stick, but doesn't have time to flip it out after almost falling. Dawson Mercer comes in, picks it off of him, wraps it around, puts it into the empty net. Short-handed goal, puts Canada up 2-0. Then, actually the only player who I can say was a negative for Canada, Braden Schneider, for absolutely no reason except I guess he felt bad that the Germans were so short-handed and wanted to take himself out of the game to even things up a bit. He commits a check to the head. That's 5 in a game. Easy call for the refs, sends himself out of the first game. Honestly, it would surprise me if that gets looked at for additional punishment. That was a really, really bad hit directly to the head, open ice. There's absolutely no reason for that. He gets sent off for the game. On the ensuing 5-minute power play, John Peterka scores for the Germans, making it 2-1, and that is about the only time it looked like they were in the game. Philip Tomasino scores for Canada, and then at the very end of the period, like literally the very end of the period, Peyton Krebs on the power play knocks in a rebound for Canada. Looking at the replay, it looks like the puck went in after the buzzer went, but apparently the IIHF TV feed is behind the TSN TV feed, which is on par with the Arena TV feed. A lot of really weird things happened on the TSN feed. It looked like the puck went in about 0.1 seconds after the whistle, but on the international feed, supposedly the puck went in 0.2 seconds before the final buzzer, so really weird there. The refs end up giving Canada a goal that most people would probably think that they shouldn't have gotten. And also, why is Canada being handed a goal against Germany? They really needed that to give this game. They really needed the refs to give them a goal that probably shouldn't have counted. But Refs count it. Peyton Krebs gets the power play goal to end the period with a controversial goal for Canada, put them up 4-1. Start the second period, the Germans unsurprisingly switched their goalkeeper. In is Jonas Gar. I probably pronounced that completely wrong. And he also had a absolutely miserable time letting in 12 goals in 40 minutes. Second period, Dawson Mercer scores again. Ryan Suzuki scores off of another terrible goalie turnover behind the German net. Alex Newhook scores a actually really nice goal. He did a nice deke to get around the defender and cut in across the goalie. Actually, that was a really nice goal. Alex Newhook then scored again for his second in a row. Philip Tomasino added another. Dylan Cousins gets his first of the night. And then with 4.5 seconds left in the period, not on the power play, but on a delayed penalty, Krebs again another reviewed play. He shoots it. It goes over the German goalie's shoulder, off the white inner bar of the net and out. The refs initially say it goes off the post, but then review it. It goes in. Peyton Krebs with 2 goals with a total of 4.5 seconds remaining on both first and second period clocks. He apparently is clutch with less than 5 seconds to go in periods. And Canada goes into the second intermission up 11-1. Yeah, flashbacks to the Denmark 14-0 game. Third period, the Germans are just down 11-1. They are completely dead. The Canadians, I mean, they're not even really trying at this point. They're just playing, but just off of the amount of energy they have compared to the German players, the goals just keep going in. Dylan Cousins scores 2 more for the hat trick. Jacob Pelletier scores. Thomas Harley scores. And then Connor McMichael scores to make it 16-1. And then the last couple minutes of the game, Germany on the power play, Canadian team is basically checked out. Like, there's no point in this anymore. And then Florian Elias scores for the Germans to make it 16-2. Like, good for them for scoring. Just a complete wow of a game, honestly. This game, honestly, is just a complete crapshoot. You got, again, the German team that's dead tired. They put everything into the Finland game yesterday. That game is the real this German team. 5-3 against Finland with a short bench. That is an absolutely incredible effort for Germany. Canada got a blessing of a first game for multiple reasons. You have to remember that the OHL, WHL, these leagues haven't played since early March. For a lot of the Canadian players, this was the first competitive hockey game they've played since early March. That's 10 months ago almost. So playing this easy game is a fantastic opportunity for them to start to get their legs under them. Honestly, this tournament, with Canada being seated in a group with Finland, Switzerland, Slovakia, and Germany, being in the easier group, is a huge blessing for them, because now they don't have to go on and play meaningful group stage games against the Russians or the Swedes, who their players have been playing regularly for the past couple of months, and these Canadian players haven't been. So they get a couple games to get their legs under them before they go in against the real heavy hitters like Finland and then into the quarterfinals knockout stages. So getting this easy game in, and then Slovakia and Switzerland, opportunities to get their legs under them, it's a fantastic chance for Canada to just kind of get back up to game pace before having to go in and play actual competition that could challenge them on a talent level. So Canada, a 16-2 win. COVID and scheduling handed them the easy win in this game, so I wouldn't read into this scoreline too much. Heck, remember the last time Canada ran up a game like this, Denmark 2 years ago, 14-0, ended up losing in the quarterfinals to Finland in that tournament. So huge early first games are not necessarily a good thing, because it could potentially lead you to getting complacent. So hopefully Canada can look at this and see that the Germans had a very short bench. They are not 16-2 over Germany good. This was a completely manufactured domination off of the Germans being tired, and Canada just got the benefit of being the second team out of us and Finland to play a short-handed German team in back-to-back matches. So because of that, I'm really interested to see how tomorrow against Slovakia goes, to see if Canada is at all complacent following this game, or if they are going to go back out there with killer instinct and take on the Slovakians with the effort that they need to. Because this Slovakian team also isn't bad. This is the thing that's happened in the World Juniors recently, is that the teams that used to be really bad have gotten quite a bit better, especially in the past 5-6 years-ish. Switzerland, Slovakia, Germany, all in any given year could make a run. Germany, especially in the past few years, is starting to produce some really good players. So it's going to be really interesting to see how these lower-end teams start faring in the next 5-10 years of the World Juniors going forward. So tomorrow Canada plays Slovakia. Hopefully it should be an easy win. But also remember, the last time Canada had a big blowout win like this in the first game of the World Juniors, 14-0 against Denmark. The next game, they only beat Switzerland 3-2, and it was a real close nail-biter. So hopefully they don't get complacent. Hopefully they play Slovakia with everything they have, because if they don't, and if things get close, it could get real sketchy real fast. So that is it for this video. If you like to hit like, if you want to see more of my stuff, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, link is down below in the description, and I will see you next time.